Like Sonic games would be pretty divisive. Like, oh, it's a Sonic game, or Halo 5, or actual divisive games. But apparently, like last year we had, for example, people hating Tears of the Kingdom for the most absurd reasons and hating Mario Wonder. Okay, I've not played Tears of the Kingdom, so I can't tell you anything about it. But there is now hates towards the Thousand Year Door remake. Okay, there is now hate towards the Thousand Year Door remake and probably the original game itself. Okay, that is a piss easy children's game. Okay, the game is a piss easy children's game. Like, have you ever, had this guy ever played the game, the original game on the GameCube? Okay, like, yes, I would be angry if they did put a lot of hand holding in the game to make the game easier. But Thousand Year Door is not an easy game to play. It's not an easy game to beat. Okay, it's back, back in the day when games were at least had some difficulty. I like how Nintendo's always singled out for games being easy. And Nintendo's always singled out, okay? Not, other developers that try to make the games as easy as possible to make journalists happy. Because really, journalists are the ones who need games pandering towards. They need piss easy modes so they can be able to play the games properly. But no, we're going to single out Nintendo and call the Nintendo games children's games. And not call, every AAA game children's games. Because to be honest, AAA developers, they dump down the games so much that, little toddler can play them. Because that's, the level of gaming that journalists have. Okay, games journalists have. Because really, the real reason why games are really easy now, you can thank game journalists for this, okay? Games journalists for this, okay? Gaming journalists for this, okay? Thousand Year Door is not an easy game, okay? For example, I get stuck on the Smorg fight. So a lot of the razor bosses in the game are pretty hard and difficult, okay? The Sour Queen was extremely difficult. Broomtail, whatever it was called, it was extremely difficult. Magnus 2.0, you have to, it was really difficult as well. Game became really hard after the Smorg fight. The Cortez fight is pretty difficult as well. Dupless was pretty hard. The whole Dupless thing was pretty hard. You had to actually figure out the Dupless thing. Okay. And without internet, the game is actually pretty difficult. Of course, I beat the game, so I know how to play the game. But a lot of older Nintendo games were actually much more difficult to give it credit to. Okay. The first Pikmin game was pretty difficult as well. Okay. It says games are made easier to make journalists happy. I think that's the main problem. Okay, journalists, we gotta make sure the journalists give our games better reviews. So we gotta make the games as easy as possible so they can play them. Okay, that's why the first Doom game got such negative reviews by IGN, because the game was too difficult. Like, just play on the piss easy mode, IGN journalists. It's not that hard. Okay, they made a baby mode for you journalists. Okay, when most normal people play normal mode and not the piss easy mode for journalists, because that's what easy mode is. It's for people who are either new to the game or for journalists who don't know how to play the game properly. As well. Okay, give me hard game gets hard mode. This game is too hard. Yeah, that's basically every journalist. Okay, they don't demand a hard mode. Okay, the game journalists will want a hard mode. Like, they'll make articles about it, like Kotaku will, but then they'll complain the game's too hard, like Doom. Okay, they complain, oh, Doom's too hard. Okay, Doom's too difficult. Okay, I'm not talking about Pikmin 3's ultra spicy mode, which was just as easy as the base mode. Okay, but yeah, that's about this video here. These people are completely ridiculous. Like, come on. Okay, if Nintendo actually does dumb it down to make it for journalists, then it will be pretty sad day in gaming, because really, gaming journalists are completely ridiculous. Okay, like, they can't pass the tutorial on Cuphead. Okay, they really tell you what to do in the Cuphead tutorial, and they don't know how to pass it. Okay, that's the level of integrity these people have. Goodbye.